Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to budget this Christmas. So if you're interested to see what I've got to say, then just continue.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart.
Hi guys, thanks for coming back. We're on like day 4 of Vlogmas. Cannot believe it. So if you have been sticking around my channel, you will know that I'm doing Vlogmas this year, but I'm doing vlogs and sit downs and gift guides, and I've got so much content planned. I cannot wait. I'm actually going to be filming a cook with me this afternoon as well, so there's so much going on, and I'm even chucking in a little giveaway amongst all of it. So make sure you stick around, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss any content that's coming. Let's get straight into budgeting. Christmas is a difficult time financially for a lot of people, myself included. First one is Black Friday and January sales. Now we've just come out of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but it is a really good time to shop around for Christmas deals. I put up an Amazon sale video gift guide the other day, and it just shows some of the amazing discounts you can make. Now some of those sales are still running. Some people like to go out and get them really early, but I do think that Black Friday is an optimum time to buy Christmas presents. Or if you want to be mega early, January sales. Now I personally always really struggle with this one because my children are ages where I don't really know what they're going to be wanting in 12 months time. If you do know what you're kind of going to be getting for certain people, then January sales are amazing. They're amazing for Christmas presents, but also buying things like if you want a new Christmas tree or if you want any Christmas decorations. Write down a list now, and then when the January sales hit, you can smash out the January sales and buy the things that you need. Tip number 2, second-hand Christmas. Charity shops, Facebook selling pages, eBay, they are full of amazing items. I know that in the past I've bought items that have actually been brand new, but I've bought them secondhand from charity shops and from local selling websites. I just think it's a great place and way to save money, because even if you get something that's £10 cheaper than it is in the shops, it's still saving you little bits of money here, there and everywhere. Obviously there is a bit of a stigma attached to buying people secondhand things, but people sell secondhand things brand new. The only issue you have is obviously you can't return it, so make sure it's what they really want. Make sure you don't buy anything like too expensive secondhand. But even if it comes down to the children and they really want a games console, I know that my eldest is getting to the age now where he likes his Xbox and things like that. They're really expensive to buy brand new, but why not buy the older model and pay a little bit less? You know, those kind of things really save the pennies around Christmas. If you think back to being a child, would you have cared if it was secondhand? Would you have even known if it was secondhand? And the answer is no. So even if sometimes you have a bit of a stigma attached to buying secondhand, think that the children aren't going to know any different. Tip number 3 is wrap up old toys. I know this sounds a bit cheeky. Recycle gifts. Now, I'm not saying that you've got to get your child's favourite toy and wrap it back up for Christmas. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, if your child has loads of toys for their birthday maybe, don't give them everything, don't unbox everything. Sneak a few back away and hide them for Christmas and recycle them. Also, if you bought something that you know your child isn't really going to play with, you know, you're not going to return the gift to the person, but keep it and give it as a gift for somebody else. You might as well utilise those presents. Also, things that you've had bought for you in the past that you're not necessarily going to use, don't open them if you know you're not going to use them. And if you don't want to return the item, then you can recycle them. And last year I bought Lucas quite a few really nice wooden toys from Lidl, and it was his first Christmas. He'd just gone 1, and some of them are still sealed upstairs because I tried to get them out for him. He was a bit too young, he didn't overly understand, so instead of like leaving them for him to play with, I've packed them all back up, and then I'm going to wrap them up for this year. And I then don't really have to buy much for Lucas this year, so I know a lot of people might not like to do that, but if you are looking to save money and you are on a budget, then these are good ways to save money around Christmas time. So my next idea is Secret Santas among groups of people. I know that you probably have heard of Secret Santa and it's something that people do in the workplace, but I think it's a great idea to branch out and use that method across groups of friends and children. I think it is just a great way of saving money. Say you had a group of 6 friends and every couple buys for every single individual person. That means me and Matt, for example, would be buying, say, £10 for 4 people, so we'd be spending £40 for all those people. Instead, if we had a Secret Santa where we just had one person to buy for and we still had the £10 budget, then we would only be spending £20 because obviously I would pick a name and Matt would pick a name. Or you can do couples, so you buy Secret Santa for the couples, so me and Matt would be one couple and then say 2 other couples and we Secret Santa for each other. It's just a great way of saving money, but also utilise this scheme amongst children as well. If you've got a child, I don't know, that's got 4 or 5 in their group of friends, why not do Secret Santa, pull names out of hats, maybe make an evening of it, and then when the Secret Santa's ready they can all come round and they can pick their names out and it's a fun evening for you as well. It's definitely a great way to save money. Leading on from Secret Santa and the groups of people, another really good tip is decide to just buy for children. As you get older, I know that with myself, a lot of our friends have got children now, a lot of our family have got children now, so instead of buying for all the adults like we used to, we just now buy for the children. I'm not saying that sometimes we don't send like a box of biscuits for the couples, but 9 times out of 10 we only buy for children now. And I think it's a really nice way of saving money, because also if you say that to people and they don't feel obliged to buy you presents, it really does help lift the weight of their financial strain as well around the festive season. I know for a fact that we always used to get presents from people, for myself, for Matt and for our 2 children, and I just felt terrible when I wasn't returning the favour. So I said to them, let's just buy for children, and that is what we do. We don't buy for adults now, we just buy for children in the family. Obviously for my sister who hasn't got any children, I still buy for her. I'd be surprised as well that when you bring up the idea, that other person will probably be relieved as well, because it saves them having to go out and buy presents for you and your partner as well. So they are my 5 budgeting tips when it comes to Christmas. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I've got so much more content coming over Vlogmas, so please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. It really would mean the world to me. And until tomorrow, guys, take care. Bye.